What's up, my blazing viewers? You guys are lucky I ain't even posting today because my leg is not feeling it and I had a rough day. Plus, I'm doing this like around 7:55, 59, and my class starts at 8:45, something like that. So, let's start. First, let's give back the backstory. Asta is gonna have half anti-magic Lucifer and half God. Because since I still want to give Asta anti-magic, so I'm gonna give him all the magic that Lucifer has plus anti-magic, and I'm gonna give him all the magic that God has. Like, if I give, let's say this, I'm gonna give Asta anti-magic and all the other body magic and all the other magic that Lucifer has. And since Lucifer's the guard or like the ruler of the underworld, so yeah, he's gonna have body magic and all the other magic that Lucifer has, plus anti-magic and all the other magic that God has. Plus, he's gonna have all the element magic. He's gonna have gravity, fire, just anything you could think of magic, but it's gonna be in the element area. And he's gonna have infinite mana, infinite energy, and like infinite strength, something like that. And infinite everything, but I don't know what else I could add infinite to. Just the mana part. So let's start. Asta. No, Asta. So let's start. We skip to the pastor's church where a lady drops off to a lady or a man or just a figure drops by and puts babies on the stairs of the pastor's church. The pastor opened the door. Sorry, here's something in the background. And she leaves him there, and the pastor opens the door and sees two babies wrapped around a cover. One named Yuno, one named Asta. But one stand out particular. Yuno did stand out. Like, Yuno did stand out, but Asta stand out the most. And he grabbed Asta, and he felt overflowing mana. He put the baby down because he got shivered. So then they grew the babies in, and they grew it. And then, like, Asta was trained his whole life, and he wanted to eat. It just he could eat. He could. Nobody was stopping him from eating. It just he decided to train a lot. So he trained a lot of his life, and still was strong. Okay, still commented out with the 5-leaf clover. Okay, so then we get the grimoires, and still gets the 5-leaf clover. And I'm telling you this, okay? Is still powerful. Just putting that out there. Still powerful. But Asta's a little bit more. He needs a little bit more catch up. And Asta just gets like Julius's grimoire. Like, he doesn't get Julius's grimoire, but it looks like it. The front of the book is a rainbow, and the back of the book is a rainbow, but the pages are black and white, and like the pages are like infinite, like Julius's. Like, how Julius, when they got his grimoire out to fight light, it was like infinite pages. Yeah, it was like that, but all the pages were white and the covers were rainbow. Like, all the pages were white and black, but the covers were rainbow and the back was rainbow. And it had the 100th leaf clover on it. And people were like, how could this commoner get such a good grimoire? Like, everybody just leaves all upset and everything. But then the chain mage comes. He wraps around the shades around Asta and but then he shivers in scaredness because he felt Asta's mana. This demon, godlike mana. And then he's like, get your hand off of me. And like, he does. Like, he really, like, the chain mage does. And he's like, you touch one of my family members, I'll pummel you into the ground like a piece of paper. You understand me, man? And he's like, yeah, I do. And the chain mage still goes at it. He's like, you, and he says, death slice, exclamation, where he takes his katanas out. Yes, katanas. He takes a black katana and a red and no, not a red. He takes a whole black katana out, and a white and green katana out. Probably know which one is which. And he puts them in like a X shape, and he says, "Death slice exclamation." And he literally obliterates this man. Like he goes so fast that he looks like he teleports. Like it looks like he teleported because as soon as he said that, it looks like he teleported behind them. When he actually did it, he just ran super fast and sliced them. And that man blasted off like Team Rocket. And they go to the time skip. We go to the thing where festival did the pick out your team, and Asta still gets picked for the same guy with like that little water or like blue shell of magic. I forgot what's it called. And like he's in there and he says nothing could break through this, even your puny little katanas. And Yami says, katanas. This kid uses katanas? Wow, I never seen nobody that uses katanas around here. He says, you're right. So I'm gonna have to put more power into them. He says, put more what? And he like, you know that one picture with Asta where like his sword is huge, that is like cut in the sky, like it's like super huge. Yeah, Asta. Matter of fact, he's not gonna do that. Asta says, Mana Ball. And Asta puts his hand kind of like a Kamehameha, but at the same time kind of like a Rasengan. And he puts anti-magic Lucifer mana and God mana in it, even though he's not going to run out. Like he's never going to run out. Even though he's never going to run out of magic, he still does it. Because he's infinite magic. He's never going to run out. And he says, Mana Ball. Let me just tell you, when he threw this at the shell, the whole stadium was in smoke because that's how big the explosion was. And when the smoke cleared up, that guy lost, bro. Like he was on the floor, like with his eyes all white because he got knocked the air out of him. I'm about to say, Asta didn't even go full power. And then Asta won, and people were like, this kid's something else. He didn't even use his katanas. And let's just say Asta had one more match. And let's just say that guy was a little bit more stronger. Let's just say that guy had lightning magic. But that lightning magic is not gonna just be regular magic. The guy that he's fighting is gonna have dragon lightning magic. And that's gonna be his second match, and that's it. So it's how, like, you know how like Natsu from Fairy Tail, where like people have fire magic, but his is special because he's a dragon slayer. Yeah, it's gonna be like this, but except he's gonna have lightning dragon magic. That Asta's just gonna have the same thing and blah blah blah. But this guy has that magic. He's like, I sense the power in you. And he does the same thing as Shikamaru because he knows he can't beat him, so he gives up and then Asta wins. You're probably wondering, why are you making Asta such a big, overpowered guy that's spoiled? Trust me, I'm not making him overpowered. You'll see later on in the story, blah, blah, blah. And when we go to the teams, almost every captain raises his hand for Yuno. And gets in the Golden Dawns. Wow, I actually remembered their name this time. He gets in the Golden Dawns. But for Asta, every captain raises their hand. Like, I'm serious. Like, Asta stand there. He says, so who wants me? And every captain raised their hand. Like, every captain. I'm like, wow, I don't know how much people wanted me. So he's going through, see what he's going to pick. And he wants to pick the Red Lions. I forgot their names, so I'm going to just call them Red Lions because they're like, he has fire magic. And when he uses it, it looks like a lion. That's because he got mad and blah, blah, blah. And he wants to join the Golden Dawns because his brother's in there. Wink, wink. But he wants to join the Golden Bulls. Something like that. Not the Golden Bulls. The Black Bulls. But he joins the Black Bulls. And he's like, this kid's going to be something good one day. And like for part 2.